these are two gentlemen who've sort of envisioned this summit. This is their brainchild, and what an absolute brilliance that we're seeing here on the red carpet today. You know, there are policy makers, there are, of course, top leaders, politicians who are here. You know, there are thinkers from the sporting world as well. And so I have with me our MD of TV9 Network, Mr. Barun Das, who's here. And there is Rowan Kasper. I mean, VfB Stuttgart. I've been corrected now. It's not VfB. We're calling it VfB Stuttgart. And these are two men who've done this all. It's because of them that we're standing here, and this is already turning out to be such a huge success. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time out here. Barun, I'm going to start with you. What is it that you were thinking about when you know all of this started? Let's just take it back to the first few days when you thought, hey, let's just do a summit now out of India.
Well, I had always wanted to spread our wings beyond India. Because as you know, that we are the largest news network by far in India now, so we don't have much to achieve in India. And at the same time, I feel that India misses a mouthpiece in the world. We are often seen ourselves at the receiving end of certain narratives which are not correct. So we need to have a very respectable news channel across for the world audience from India. So that's the starting point. Then this is the precursor. You know, you go out, make your presence felt, do some meaningful thought-leading initiatives like that, and then use that as a springboard. So that's the whole idea about this summit. And Germany, if you say, I think this is the place I feel most comfortable after being in India. From the time I've come here, and I keep claiming with this gentleman that, you know, I'm more German than the Germans themselves are. There are yes.
Okay, Rowan. I am thrilled to be here. I tell you why, because I have done sports all my life, and what better way to really enjoy Germany than to be here at the MHP Arena, you know, VfB Stuttgart's stadium. Tell us more about your partnership with TV9. When did you say, you know what, this is something we need to do, to just get involved with the top channel in India?
So first of all, I'm very happy that you're thrilled, because it's very cold out here. And as I heard, many people who arrived said, oh my God, Germany is quite cold.
I'm getting used to it.
Okay, perfect. No, I think it is for both parties. It is very important that we have bilateral relationships, that we always stay in dialogue, especially in these days of global uncertainties. And at the end, everything is about people. And when this gentleman came to me a few months ago and told me about his idea, he found the right partner. Because for building something up like that, you need to be a little bit crazy. In a positive way, you need a little bit crazy. And he told me about the idea. And we here in Stuttgart, we are used to welcome friends, to welcome businesses, because we are a city of innovation, of engineering, and the shareholders of our football club as well are Mercedes and Porsche. So they are based here, but they are doing their business, their friendships, their partnerships all over the world. And we all together have a strategy of international business, and India is a very meaningful and important part. And when this gentleman came with this idea, it would just fitted completely to us. And I think what we produced together, the spokespersons, the panelists, I think this is really special. But as you know, potentially us too, it's just the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully this is the beginning, and you have a long way to go together.
Yes. About their coming together, you know. Actually, there's a lot of history which is there about the state Baden-Württemberg. It's called the land of togetherness. I think this was made with 3 provinces bringing together. And Ruben was just telling me that the brilliant logo that VfB has, it is being conceived by 2 competing brands, Mercedes and Porsche. They go out and compete in the market, but they came together across the table, and then they created the brand along with the club. So the whole purpose is about togetherness, and as I always say, that progress and development is not a zero-sum game. We all can grow together. That's the time that we live in.
Absolutely, this is nice. I didn't know of this, that, you know, Porsche and Mercedes got together, kept their rivalry aside, and said we can do this. I've got to ask you both though. you've been a part of this from the very beginning. You've sat in these meetings, long meetings, where we've discussed what should be the topics that we should really be focusing on. What is the one thing, Barun, that you're looking forward to over the 2 days? Of course, the third day being the game that everybody's looking forward to.
Yeah. You know what I'm looking forward? Obviously, there are brilliant sessions here, and the Honorable Prime Minister has kindly consented to deliver the keynote address. We've got 2 federal ministers from India coming all the way, Vaishnav ji and Scindia ji. We have the Minister President of Baden-Württemberg, Winfried Kretschmann, coming in. We have a federal minister, Ostime, Mr. Cem Ostime, coming. So it's a galaxy of speakers, policy makers, political leaders, business persons coming all the way from India. But if you ask me, I'm looking forward to the post-event success party tomorrow evening.
I think you deserve it. You totally deserve it, because this is already turning out to be successful. We've had some wonderful interactions with, some of the top speakers who are going to be talking in this event. Reuven, what about you? I mean, of course, and the topics are diverse. I mean, there's sports, there's politics, there's sports diplomacy. So much to talk about. What is the one thing you think that you're going to be interested in the most?
So for me personally, the most interesting part is that I stand in front of interesting people and get inspired by the people. I think that's the main topic, because I love people and the interaction in between each other. And I think this gives all of us the power, the businesses, the politics. That's the most meaningful part for me. But for sure, I never heard a speech of your Prime Minister Modi there. The Germans I heard often, so I don't want to say that it's boring for me, but I think I get inspired from your Prime Minister and your federal ministers as well. And I hope that we also inspire all of you on Saturday during our match, which we will play here in the MHP Arena against Bochum, where also the whole delegation is invited. That's something where we also want to perform.
This is going to be an interesting one, because we've been showing Bundesliga matches on TV9 network on our various channels, and now we've partnered with VfB Stuttgart. So rivalries or loyalties here, we'd be wondering. So it's going to be with Stuttgart for sure. We can tell you that. But thank you so much, Barun.
Before I wind up, one last, I think you can take it as a common commitment from both of us, that I think we will come back next year bigger, much bigger. We would like to use this brilliant stadium that has got 60,000 people. We should put up a show there where we will have 60,000 people coming in and cheering. Thank you.
Yeah.
Always. And Barun's mind's always working. He's already thinking of the next big event, and I'm sure it is going to be that. Yes,
for him and for me, always today was yesterday. But I don't know if it's the right time to talk about that. We haven't published yet our spot for Saturday, but Barun will also take the position of our striker. But if he does not shoot 2 goals, then we kick him out again.
Barun, are you ready?
Yeah. I just have to start putting on my boots once again after 30 years.
I'm surely looking forward to this, but what a partnership this has been. We talk about the Indo-German partnership. This is a start of something special here that you're seeing, and we're already talking about this being bigger, better, larger than life next year, and hopefully it'll be that way. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining here.
हे आहे देशातील नंबर 1 न्यूज नेटवर्क आणि आपण पाहत आहात tv9 मराठी. काळजी तुमची, हित महाराष्ट्राचं.